Hello, Superset Maniacs! Welcome back to my channel. Today I bring to you the battle you've been waiting for between Big Ramy at the 2020 Mr. Olympia and Big King Ronnie Coleman at the 2003 Mr. Olympia. First pose is the front double biceps. Both of these guys are huge and their frames are mega packed with muscles. However, not too many people can challenge Ronnie when it comes to the guns. His biceps are pickier and better separated. It's true that Big Ramy has the tighter midsection and the bigger quads, but Ronnie's quads are almost as big but way better cut and separated. Ronnie looks to have the better conditioning and, in my opinion, he beats Big Ramy in this pose. Second pose is the front lat spread. Ronnie Coleman has the wider midsection and also does not hold his midsection in check like Big Ramy. However, his lats flare out much better and he has those nice striations through the chest in this pose which I think look very good. Overall, Ronnie looks more massive, but Big Ramy is more aesthetic, if you believe that. In my opinion, Ronnie has the edge because of the way better lat development, at least seen from the front. Third pose is the side chest, and this is really a tough one. Ronnie Coleman's side chest is regarded as one, if not the best of all time, but Big Ramy's side chest this year made a lot of waves. Upper body they match up pretty well, both of them having powerful chest development, and also arms and shoulders, where probably Ronnie has a small edge, but again, you cannot ignore Ramy's leg in the side shots when upper body is pretty tight. So this detail makes the difference in my opinion. Big Ramy wins the side chest pose. Fourth pose is the back double biceps, and I don't know how many of you would expect Ramy to win this, but he ain't winning it for sure. This is probably Ramy's weakest pose, mainly because of the lack of density in the lower back region. On the other hand, Ronnie again has one, if not the best back of all time, and he also has the better guns. Downstairs, Big Ramy may overwhelm his competition nowadays, but not even him can touch Ronnie in the glutes hams department, and he also has the weaker calves. Ronnie Coleman easy wins this pose in my opinion. Fifth pose is the back lat spread, and this is a different story. Big Ramy's back lat spread is a very powerful pose for him. They hold it differently, Ronnie leaning to the front and Ramy to the back, and this creates different illusions. It's very tight, guys, and there can be a case for Ramy to win this pose, but this is Ronnie's lights out game over pose, guys. The overall mass, proportions and flow for Ronnie Coleman's back lat spread are just perfect in my opinion, and it takes more than what Ramy is bringing here to be defeated. Ronnie wins the back lat spread. Sixth pose is the side triceps, and neither of these mass monsters have impressive triceps, or at least the lateral head. Ronnie's triceps may look a little bit more striated, but as for the other side pose, the main difference is made downstairs, where Big Ramy brings something never seen before in the history of bodybuilding that cannot be ignored too easily. Big Ramy wins this pose in my opinion. Seventh pose is the abs and thighs, and this is one of the few poses in which Ronnie Coleman does not look impressive. This and the side triceps. On the other hand, Big Ramy's abs and thighs is a quite strong pose for him. He has a pretty small midsection in relation to the rest of his body, of course, and his abs are more pleasing to the eye and also more ripped. Downstairs, it depends what you prefer, more mass or more details, and even though I think Ronnie has a slight edge downstairs, overall Big Ramy is better and takes this pose. Eighth and last pose is the most muscular, and we have a fight, ladies and gentlemen. The score right now is 4-3 for Ronnie, and Ramy might equal Ronnie Coleman in what many people consider to be the best bodybuilding version of all time, myself included. In my opinion, Ronnie Coleman has the better arms and delts. He is more striated overall, and especially through his chest. I already mentioned that I believe Ronnie has a slight edge downstairs, but Ronnie's midsection might be an issue here, especially compared to Ramy, who has a very tight and ripped midsection. So Ronnie Coleman wins in pretty much all aspects except for the midsection, but I don't think it's as bad as for him to actually lose this pose. Ronnie Coleman wins this pose after all. So guys, final score is a very tight 5-3 for Ronnie Coleman. Usually Ronnie overwhelms the opposition with size, but not Big Ramy. Wow guys, I never thought before I made this comparison that it would be so close. I'm very impressed with Big Ramy. This might be my favorite comparison I made so far on this channel. Epic. This is the word that comes to my mind right now. What do you guys think about this comparison? Leave a comment below with your own analysis for each mandatory pose, because I'm really curious. It is possible for Ramy to actually snatch a 4-4 or beat Ronnie Coleman here? Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me get that exposure, you know. Also, subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time, guys.